lost everybody. Well, how about them fucking apples? I lost the whole damn live. Was 18 minutes late to my very first live and lost the whole fucking thing. Let's see if we can regain here. Technology and Gen X. Not good bedfellows. Hellfire, hello? Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I did. I was trying to get rid of an echo, and I think I got rid of the whole goddamn live. So that sucks. Mr. Carr, hang on a second. We are going to go ahead and go like that. So sorry I was late to my very first new live series, but my kid's bus was late from getting back, so Louisville, Alaska, hello. A few seconds delay for mobile phones. Sorry about that. I'm not restarting it again, though. Oak Creek, Wisconsin. We have another Wisconsinite here in Chris. Anyways, so there's no script. I don't have anything for today written out like a podcast or anything of that nature. So we're just basically kind of like hanging out for a bit and avoiding the speech to the joint session of Congress because he'd go fucking pound sand. So what's on everybody's mind? How the fuck y'all doing? We're at Birmingham, Alabama. We got New York in the house. We got some fucking Canadians in here. What the fuck? I'm just learning this technology, so something fucks up, it's probably my fault. Connecticut, how you doing? The name of your state is weird. Forgive me. I've always thought it was weird. Michigan, Sweden. Jesus, Mary and Joseph. What fucking time is it in Sweden? Thank you, H. I appreciate that. Just got the boy to bed. Edges are becoming rounded. South Mississippi, California. It's your birthday. Happy birthday, Beth. Too many tacos today? No, didn't have any tacos today. As a matter of fact, we had a nice chicken and rice dish for dinner. North Carolina, how you doing? The new West Russia? What? Who? Say that again? What do I think about Nebraska being bankrupt? I think this is the first time I'm hearing of it. Hello, 51 years old, Beth is. Are we watching the State of the Union? Not here, we're not. Nope, 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 nope. I'll see the highlights of the State of the Union. There's absolutely no fucking reason for me to give him any ratings. So, fuck him. And it's not the State of the Union. I know I called it the State of the Union, but it's really just an address to a joint session of Congress. If you take a shot every time he lies, you are going to be dead by the end of it. So, anyway, what the hell else? Fuck him. What else is going on? Somebody sent me a pipe. A Grateful Dead pipe. Just out of nowhere. Shows up in the mail. Fuck if I know. You're already drunk, just waiting on the lies. How does it hit? I don't know. I haven't taken a hit off of it yet. I'm a joint guy myself, so I haven't really taken a hit off of it. And I don't know. I'm going to sterilize it and wash it down before I actually take a hit off of it. Good evening from the west coast of Canada. Hello. How are the Powells? Well, my wife is higher than eagle titties, and I just got back from picking up the boy. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm digging my life over here on YouTube. TikTok, I'm not going to stop doing TikTok ever. As long as it's a thing, I'll keep doing TikToks, especially since it's the best video editing platform available. But man, am I liking YouTube? Woo-hoo! Am I liking YouTube? You don't normally eat edibles during the week, but today is a special day. I mean, hey, listen, whatever gets you through the day, right? I got no room to talk, so fucking edible it up. Me and the boyfriend would love to kick it with you. I just don't ever know if we're going to be in Chicago. Well, I appreciate it. We on YouTube like you too. Thank you very much. Evening, Tommy. You got no teapot? What does that mean? Hello from Kentucky. We have several flags here. We got the pride flag, the trans flag. Make me want to smoke some. Right on. Go fucking smoke some. Where's Nine Toes at? Daniel, shut the fuck up, my friend. How are you? Man, did that go right fucking by me. Holy shit, brother. How the hell are you, man? Hey, Ron, how you doing, brother? My goodness. I'm going to tell everybody in this fucking room something right now. I guarantee goddamn fucking to you. There isn't a single motherfucker in this room that goes back as far as with me as Daniel does. Not one of you fucking people in this room go back that goddamn far. Daniel and I were walking the fucking train tracks to go into town with a pack of smokes in our back fucking pocket before we could legally drive cars. What's up, Arkansas? We go further back. Who are you, Panda? Get some from Fat Pam. See, everybody knows I talk about Fat Pam. I talk about how if you had $10 in your pocket and there were three of you that had $10 in your pocket, you could fill up somebody's car with gas. Everybody could grab a pack of smoke, or not fill up, but everybody could grab a pack of smokes, and everybody swung by Fat Pam's, and everybody got 3 for $5, and your fucking Friday night was set. Like your work. Thank you very much, Factory Polo. We all have a Fat Pam. Yes, ours was quite literally Fat Pam. And spent many an hour sitting in that dark, dank living room. Do I ever come to Peoria? No, as a matter of principle. No offense. I'm just busting balls. She had a great mustache. She had an unbelievable mustache. One for the record books, that's for sure. And then I wound up working with her over at Sunbeam years later. Jesus Christ. You looked at 35 at 15. Yeah, I've had these bags under my eyes since I was probably 18, 19. You've been to the drag strip in Joliet many times. My father raced out here when he was a youngster. You heard Trump is bringing Sunbeam back. It's going to be economic prosperity for the fine folks of Linton. Yo, checking in from Toronto, Ontario. Hello. Sorry I'm late, but I'm here now, says Lanny K. No worries, I was late to my own fucking life. Go figure. That's what happens when you got, like, father shit to do. You know what I mean? You gotta remember, I've still got one young one running around. Thank you very much, White Noise. I appreciate that. Still got a 13-year-old running around. 4 kids wandering the earth. 35, 23, 20, and 22, 20, sorry, and 13. With 2 little grandkids living down there in southern Indiana. Green Bay, Wisconsin, hello. Philadelphia, hello. Time to have another what? Kid? No, man, I've done my bit for King and Country. I'm good. I'm good. I have produced 4 girls and a boy. I've done what I needed to do to continue on the species. Seattle, how you doing? Canada, how you doing? Allentown, Pennsylvania. What the fuck? I said 3 girls. Didn't I say 3 girls and a boy? 3 girls and a boy and 2 granddaughters, I believe. Is that my wife? I gotta add her as a moderator. Hello, Detroit, Michigan, Albuquerque in the house. So listen, what we're going to try and do with these is it's going to not today because it's the first one and I was fucking late to my own goddamn thing. But what we're going to try and do is kind of sort of mash together the 2 podcasts that I've been hosting over the years into a live format here on YouTube where we're kind of so like next week we'll cover some of the stories of the news stories of the week and kind of have an interaction, not just me talking about the news stories. And every now and again we'll throw a guest in there somewhere along the way. I don't know that I could get my friend the flight director, the NASA flight director, on a live. I don't know that they would let him do NASA would let him do a live. And everything he does as far as social media needs to be cleared, and a chaperone has to attend. No, KG or KJ. When we were teens, I did not think that we would ever have an opportunity to smoke legally within the United States of America, and it still isn't legal federally, obviously, but I mean, the fact that we now live, like I've spoken to the chief of police in my town, and he said we don't even look for it anymore. If you got tons of it in your car, obviously we're gonna have a conversation, but they don't even give a fuck. And so it's, I think we're getting to, I think my son is going to be able to enjoy in the United States of America where growing your own bud, your own craft bud is going to be every bit as acceptable and commonplace as people who brew their own beer at their house, right? Or, make their own mead or whatever the case may be. You just ran to the store to get your smoke? You started smoking bud in 76. Well, I couldn't. I was 4. Did your daughter ever get any help for her headaches? They went away. She had them for a few years, and then they just diminished, and now every now and again she'll have a flare up, but like the constant daily shit, gone. Georgia will forever be last to the table. I don't know. I wouldn't hold your breath on that. The Atlanta metro area may make Georgia a blue state and a state that overall would tend to lean liberal in the future. I'd watch out for states like Mississippi and West Virginia and fucking Wyoming and shit like that. Hey, Dallas, how you doing, brother? Jesus loves me. Tell him I said thanks, but my asshole's exit only. Migraines do suck, yes. Huh? Pulling almost 300 and alive. Oh, yeah. The count? Yeah, listen, like I said, there's been a pretty decent response so far over here on YouTube to what I'm trying to build, which is, I'm trying to recreate what I did on TikTok. Do I play guitar? No. No. No, I was not the popular kid. I know you're saying I'm the popular kid now, but I was definitely not the popular kid. Oh, he was just having trouble seeing. Yeah, that's a rough go. When your headaches are as a result of you not being able to see. Greetings from Huntley, Illinois. Spent a lot of time up there working at the Sun City, the Del Webb. Guitar on the wall, though, it's art to me. I don't know how to play. The last instrument I knew how to play was the recorder. Hot cross buns, hot cross buns. Thank you, the rancher, for the tip. Greatly appreciated. Tips are always greatly appreciated. Every little bit helps. Hi, Tom. Greetings from Quebec, Canada. Love your show. Thank you very much. Skin flute. Nope. Dick isn't something you try. You know what I mean? Either you're into it or you're not. And I think if I ever tried dick, I would never be able to get that out of my head. So that's going to be a no for me. Greetings from Gilbert, Arizona, with 4 exclamation points. Man just yelling it into his phone. Gilbert! Happy Taco Tuesday. Yes, buenos tacos. The Senate legislature in Wisconsin needs more progressive people. You guys got to vote them in then. You got to vote them in. El Paso, Texas in the House. Aren't you watching the clown speak? Nope, I'm not giving him any ratings. Fuck that shit. Tim Sands, thank you very much for the tip. I greatly appreciate that. Vancouver, BC. Do I like fajitas? Does the Pope wear a funny hat? Is a frog's ass watertight? But see, here's the thing. I have a very limited palate, so there are a lot of things that I don't eat, and I love the taste of peppers and onions, but I don't eat the peppers and onions. It is what it is. I don't know, Mushu. I don't know. Quesadillas? Yeah, listen, you really can't go wrong with Mexican food until you get into the refried beans area, right? You know what I mean? You can make money on content about Scrump tomorrow. What does that mean? Originally from Brentwood, New York, here, Long Island, live in South Jersey. How you doing? Thoughts on poutine? I don't think I've ever had poutine. I've had poontang, but never some poutine. What does this here say? What did wrong with refried beans? They taste like shit. Refried beans just are, to me, just fucking horrendous. Tom, I once went to a Taco Bell with you in Vincennes, and I remember you putting 5 sauces on each taco. You still onto that sauce thing? You fucking know it, only I've dialed them back to like 3. There's a local joint here that I love to get our tacos from now, Los Campesinos, and they make a hot sauce in house that is looking phenomenal. And I got a couple of little tubs of it in the refrigerator because it's some good fucking sauce. You know what I mean? Fried beans are the devil's work. Yes, the only type of beans I like are baked beans. Otherwise, they're all shit. Refried beans, lima beans, kidney beans, chili beans. I don't like any of them. You know what I mean? Peas wants to know how I eat portillos without the peppers and onion. Easy. I just eat it. Plain dipped. That's how I eat my Italian beef. Can't do the peppers. Can't do the peppers. Boston baked. Yeah, I like a good baked beans, especially if you got little chunks of bacon in that motherfucker, because I mean everything's good with bacon, right? My son, who's 13 years old, has just recently, and when I say just recently, I mean within the past month, maybe less than month, discovered the joy of bacon cheeseburgers. He loves a good cheeseburger, but I could never get him to eat bacon on. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he gets bacon on his burger, and he's like, "That's fucking phenomenal!" And now he orders a bacon cheeseburger everywhere we go. Hello from Canada. You got to refry some beans. Best Maiden album. I listen. I cheat. You want to talk about best albums? At the end of the day, the best albums are always the greatest hits or the live albums. And in Iron Maiden's case, Live After Death is their best album because it's a compilation of all their best hits and them killing it live on stage. And I love live music. We have to force the beans down. I don't like them, but it's great. Yeah, I don't. I just can't. I don't. I can't do the beans. I can't do the beans. Bacon on a cheeseburger is absolutely necessary. If you're gonna do bacon on a cheeseburger, I think what the next step is, it's got to be accompanied by pepper jack cheese and a barbecue sauce. About a quarter of the audience here is Canadian. It's extraordinarily possible. Poison or Cinderella? Poison, but I love Cinderella. Live After Death, man, fucking great, just a great performance front to back. Yeah, huh? What? Cow and piggy, how can you go wrong? Exactly. Have you ever had a fried onion burger? I don't think I have. Neil Peart is the best drummer ever. Rock drummer? Yes, I absolutely have no doubt. I cannot disagree with you on it. Maiden versus Slayer? Maiden, all day. Montana. You moved from Illinois to Montana. It's rare that you see somebody from Montana. There's like 12 of you guys. Who does Canada think they are booing our national anthem? They think they're Canadians. Sick and tired of dealing with the ignorant bullshit coming out of the White House. Can you show us how you make tacos? You put meat, cheese, and vegetable in a tortilla, fold it and eat it. Tom just started watching from DMV area. That man, pathetic. Yes, they are, but we're letting the MAGA people have their moment over on Trump's speech. We're just not giving them our ratings. That's all. The kiddo is stealing the phone. Ain't that the shits, man? You take it easy, brother. Touch of Grey, Grateful Dead, phenomenal song. Ohio, appreciate your content. Thank you very much. 200. I wasn't even paying attention to how many likes there are. What do we got? 292 people there and 122 likes. Apparently, somebody does not like that number in the comment section. I don't know. The likes were decent over on TikTok, but they never really did anything. You know what I mean? It was. I don't know. Does it boost? Does it do the same thing here on YouTube? Does it boost it into a sort of like a For You page situation? Is it a situation where you can like it'll push your live out to more people on the app? I don't know. Was Biden better than Clinton overall? No. Biden got a lot more done, but Clinton had a better overall result. Blizzard of Oz or Holy Diver? Holy Diver. Holy Diver. Love your commentary. Keep up the good work from Canada. Thank you very much. Hello from Poland. Holy shit, that's a very far distance away. Hello, Poland. Clinton was a special creature. Yeah, he was also a piece of shit when it comes to being like a human being. Hello, Mexican here. I've discovered your content not too long ago, and I gotta say that I love that Americans like you exist. People like you are always welcome here. Hey, right on. I appreciate it, brother. The Jay Giles Band. Fucking classic band, right? Who doesn't like the Jay Giles Band? Angel in the Centerfold is a classic song. Most people are pieces of shit. I don't know about most people. There sure are a lot of them. Tim Sands, welcome to the support level, is what it says on my screen. So I appreciate it. You became a member. Thank you very much. Yeah, people on YouTube were asking me if I was going to do memberships, and I said no, because I want all of my content to be able to be free for everybody to be able to see. And they said, no, that's how we support our content creators here, is that we become members of their page, and it's kind of like, tipping you over the course, for the month of content. And I said, all right, but just understand you're not getting anything above and beyond what I normally put out there. So I created the level for general support only, and people started signing up. So I do appreciate that. Trying to make backup plans and looking into which countries for my family as an option. Backup plans, what, to move? My teenage son was humming Run Away by Slade, and his teacher asked him about it. Right on. Just got home from hospital, only grandbaby born Friday. Well, congratulations. Love your content. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you for not requiring membership. So listen, I'm not gonna sit here and bullshit you. My job is now content creation. I'm a full-time content creator. We're paying our bills off of what I'm able to do here on, predominantly here on YouTube. So every bit helps. But there are people that can't afford a membership, and if I'm getting paid enough to keep my bills paid and a roof over my head and whatnot, what have you, off of the free content that I can put out there, then the membership does need to be reserved to anybody that just wants to lend additional financial support. Do you do this often? This is my very first of what is supposed to be a new regularly scheduled Tuesday night live event, where we'll incorporate reading and going over more of the week's news, as far as political news goes, and maybe every now and again sprinkle in a guest. This is week number 1, and there's no script. We're not talking about the news. We're just kind of like bullshitting and just kind of hanging out for a little bit and just seeing what's what, flicking the jab, seeing what people are about. You know what I mean? I would love some advice, Tom, on how to make my content better. I wish I knew. I press record. I fucking rant and rave into the phone. I press stop. I throw captions on it, and I throw it up there. Do you have a Discord? I got on Discord one time to be a guest on a show, and that's the only thing I've ever done on Discord. I don't like Discord. I won't be on Discord. Somebody gifted 50 memberships? Holy shit, thank you very much. That was incredibly kind. What did I miss here? Something about bigots? Wow, shit's going by at a rapid pace. Thank you very much for joining the membership level, Dano. And yeah, I didn't care for Discord. Substack is just okay. Bluesky is a friendlier version of Twitter, which is just an okay app. Threads is decent. Instagram and Facebook are the next tier, obviously, and then you have TikTok and YouTube at the top. Yeah, there's somebody in the comment section that is gifting memberships to folks, which is incredibly kind. You are too old for those apps. I don't think it's any of your business what app I'm on anyway. Yeah, don't ever take traffic advice from a blind man. Love your content and love how rational I am. You don't get to see me behind the scenes, my man. Please, it's my birthday. I'd love to be a member of the Powell, says Beth. The person there's somebody handing out memberships right now. Sending love from Canada. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Can anyone please tell you what? This is the first time I've seen you on my feed. Nice meeting you. Right on, hippie gypsy. green beans help with rationality? They do. They do. And rounding one's edges at the end of the evening is almost imperative. What? These usernames are funny. Somebody said gift memberships are random. Great Lake Midwester Stater here. I was talking about, yes, I understand who you were talking about, my blind uncle who got two of my uncles into an accident. How many lies will Trump tell tonight? Don't know, don't care. It is what it is. That's why we're over here. We're avoiding it. You know what I mean? How about doing a live commentary on the racist yams address to Congress tonight? I'll do content on it. You'll see videos on it in the coming days. What? Bubbles? Who wants bubbles? No one can tell me why Democrats want men to compete in women's sports. We could tell you, but here's the problem with explaining to you that it's not men competing in women's sports, it's trans women competing in women's sports. We could explain it to you like we have a million times before, but it is clear that after all of the explanation, after all of the videos, after all of the breakdown, you're still too fucking dense to get it. So why would we explain it to you again? We can explain it to you, we just can't make you understand it. You know what I mean? I'm babysitting the grandkids. Will be joining in soon on the smoke. Amen. You going to Sphere for Deadco? No, I am not. There are a couple of other trips that are probably going to be in the works this year that are going to be small trips for different reasons with different parts of the family, but it's not going to involve a trip to the Sphere for the Dead and Company. Right on, ZR. I go to Rise Dispensary. Yeah, I've been there every now and again, but I prefer my guy's garage. You know what I mean? I'm heading to Fenway for the first time this year. Hey, right on, brother. Right on. Fucking you in Boston. That's potentially dangerous. You can't spell hatred without red hat. This is true. I grow my own. Uh, you know what? I'd love to grow my own, but it is still illegal to grow your own for recreational purposes in Illinois. So I don't want to take the risk of having any kind of altercation with the police in that manner, especially when it's so readily available. But if they ever made it legal for recreational home growth, I might give a couple of plants a try, but maybe, you know what I mean? Yeah, economy is crashing, and they're worried about who's playing in what sports. Exactly, exactly. They think about trans people more than fucking trans people think about trans people. Legal in Colorado, right on, good on you. 6 plants in Maine. Yeah, I think it's 5 plants in Illinois if you have a medicinal card. There isn't going to be a compound, Beth. I'm going to die in this house. What was the first car you ever owned? It was Pontiac. Was it Sunfire? Sunfire, maybe a Sunbird. It was a little white hatchback, 2 door, red interior, not band account. Thank you very much for the tip. Manual everything. Yeah, it's just a little hatchback POS. Yes, Casey Anthony is on TikTok now, advocating for her daughter. Yes, Casey Anthony made a TikTok account, and her first video, or one of her first videos, was her talking about how she is advocating for her daughter's name. Go figure. Uh, Parents gave me their 1989 Grand Prix. Right on. Hippie Gypsy says you can pay for a license to grow your own in Missouri if you have a medical card. It costs an additional $100. That last I looked into it. Yeah, and see, do they have to come in and like inspect shit, or like how does that work? Was I in the Rock Lobster? No, but I love that song. A Rock Lobster. A 72 AMC Hornet. Holy shit. How am I doing? I'm living the goddamn dream currently. We'll see how long the dream lasts. Past the tanning butter, indeed. Had a chance to buy a '60s Corvette Stingray for 15,000, but passed up on it. Cars are expensive. That's no lie. My dream has been, like, ideally a '72 V Dub bus, a little pop up camper on the top. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, I don't think it's going to happen though, and that's fine. What's the favorite cover band name that I was in? I don't know. I'd have to go back and look through all of them. Anus in Repose comes to mind. That was a pretty good one. The first car you practiced in was a Lincoln Continental. The first time I practiced driving it was in my father's station wagon. Oh, bigger than shit, blue with fake wood paneling down the side station wagon. You want a '77 Pontiac Trans Am, Smokey and the Bandit? Hell of a car. Hell of a car. Do I play any video games? No. Why you have the guitar if you don't know how to play it? Because I want it? What did Cannibal Rick say that got him a timeout? Was that the guy who asked that? Why I have the guitar? If I don't play it? Ah, he can ask that. It's fine. '70 Chevy Malibu, '72 Ford Custom. Oh, he's a trumper? Oh, I gotcha. What kind of guitar is it? It is a D'Angelico. It's fucking beautiful. Cannibal Rick was the guy being real weird. That makes sense, I guess, with that kind of a name. It's a souvenir guitar, so to speak. So to speak. You're doing your online class and watching me stream. Don't be failing because you're watching me, man. I don't want to hear how you failed because you were watching me. Detroit style pizza? Here, I'll finish that sentence for you. Sucks. It's fucking bread. It's bread with sauce on top of it. It's too much dough. Your dream car is a '69 Boss 429 Mustang. Like I said, mine is a '72 V Dub bus. You love my guitar. Thank you very much. Deep dish pizza is not pizza. It's pizza flavored quiche, and it's tourist food. Thin crust is the only way to go. Curling pepperoni. Now there you go. That's what I'm talking about. Curling pepperoni is key to making a good thin crust pizza work. When you're cutting into it, you need to have those little crispy end curls of the pepperoni at some of the junctures of the pizza. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. By the way, not to be lost in the entire conversation, curling pepperoni was the name of my Frank Sinatra cover band in '86. Tavern style square cut, exactly. How do you feel about Ciminos? Hot fucking garbage. No, sorry, back that up. Aurelio's hot garbage. Ciminos, I don't know. I don't have an opinion on it because I don't know that I've had it maybe more than once or twice since I've been out here. You love Frank Sinatra? Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Do you have a Jets pizza near you? Yeah, there's one in Joliet. Hey, Tom, I can't talk without cursing either. It happens. It just kind of falls out of the pie hole. Aurelio sucks. There's something going on with their fucking cheese. It's they got like a weird cheese blend and it tastes plastic and it's just I don't know. It's not very good. Lou Malnati's, good or bad? Here's we had Pizza Villa over the weekend. Nice. Here's what I'll tell you about Lou Malnati's. It gives me the shits every fucking time, like violent shits. Now take that with a grain of salt. A whole lot of different foods give me shits. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan. You know, it runs through me. Alfano's, never heard of it. Olds were great. Yeah, some of those Oldsmobiles were huge though. I remember some of those came with like an optional luggage rack slash heliport. Hunt's Brother Pizza, mozzarella and Munster, like Little Caesar. Best pizza is in Boiling Springs, Pennsylvania. Ketchup on a Chicago dog. Not a Chicago dog? No. Ketchup on a hot dog? Yes. Chicago dogs not. I don't eat Chicago dogs. Greetings from St. Louis. Hello. Burger King did that to me, and I needed my gallbladder. My gallbladder has been removed. I don't have a gallbladder, but ooh, that fucking pizza runs through me. I've always liked men that look like Santa. Well, I do appreciate it. My pulled pork is the best. That's a hell of a boast. That's a hell of a boast. Brats are. I like brats, but I'm the only person in the house that likes brats, so we don't have brats, and that's okay because we have Italian sausage every now and again, and I'm just fine with that. Isn't there a reference to Joliet in the Blues Brothers? Yeah, that's where he was in prison. His name was Joliet Jake. The whole movie begins there in Joliet. Yes, when he walks out of the prison, that's the prison that's just I don't know, 15, 20 minutes from here. They served a wicked pepper steak at the Terre Haute Penitentiary. Yes, The Blues Brothers is a Chicago based movie that begins in Joliet, Illinois. Joliet, Illinois is where I'm just outside of Joliet, Illinois. We border it. And Joliet, Illinois is so a few things about Joliet. First and foremost, one of the very first cars ever invented was in Joliet, Illinois. Dairy Queen started in Joliet, Illinois. That's where the Dairy Queen brand started. At one point in time, Joliet, Illinois supplied over 90% of the world's wallpaper, and Joliet, Illinois' limestone was very heavily sought after, so much so that it was in some of the original buildings in the Capitol in Washington, D.C., before they switched not too soon after beginning to use Joliet limestone to Indiana limestone because Indiana limestone doesn't oxidize and have that rust look to it. Joliet is also a giant open air art museum with sculptures, statues, and murals all over the city. There's about 150,000 people ish, roughly, I think, in Joliet. Nice little town. You know, you got the Rialto Theater. You go see a couple of shows. They got a nice downtown area. What's my favorite shark? Um, I don't know. That big fucker in Jaws? I don't know. What's your favorite city in the U.S.? Chicago. But I love New Orleans. Love New Orleans a lot. Denver's quite nice. No, but I love our city here, Chicago. I mean, I'm in the suburbs, but I love the city that we're based around. Gonna need a bigger boat. Yes. Love your videos. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I truly do. You're smoking too? Right on. Enjoy. You sharing some of that giggle bush? That's not really how the whole live thing works, unfortunately. I can't exactly just, fucking pass it to you through the screen. Otherwise, we'd be doing that. But so this one I'm going to have to enjoy solo. Chicago winters aren't that bad. I got to be honest with you. They're cold, but they're not that fucking bad. I've certainly seen worse winters over my lifetime than the ones that we've been experiencing here recently. But maybe there is some climate change going on. I don't know. But they're not unbearable. I mean, just millions of people deal with it every year. Do I remember Zobrist from the Cubs? The name does ring a bell. Yes. I wish you could puff and pass. First week of May, I'll be in Addison for the National Postal Bowling Tournament. Tom, you come down. I got first bite. That would actually be up for me. That's north from us. But there's a Portillo's in Addison. Get yourself some Portillo's while you're there. Montana winters are dreadful. Yeah, I can imagine. They sound pretty fucking. You're here talking about 50 below and 3 feet of snow. It's a bit much. It's a bit much. It's pushing it. Had 9 inches of snow here a month ago, which is very rare, says Possum Bite. It's one of the cats crying outside the door. We get snow every now and again. The last few winters, it's been very, very mild with the snow. Do we get, like, are you asking if we get good fall color up here? Yes, we do. You got a text from Ben. Are you talking to me or somebody in the comment section? Your kid needs help with the project. Go help your kid get an A on that project. I appreciate you stopping in. Sorry I was late. Had 8.5 inches in my Florida front and backyard this year. That is a rarity. That is a rarity. And I know that people in Florida are like, fucking snow. That's why I'm in fucking Florida. Have I ever been to Canada? Excellent question. No, I haven't. And that's really a shame on me. Because if I could paraphrase Lewis Black, I mean, even drunk on a bet, you make it to Canada. I live in the fucking Chicagoland area. I'm a state away, for fuck's sake. But no, I have never made it to Canada. Do you have pups or just kitties? We have 5 cats and 1 dog. Our dog is a 9-year-old, 100-pound yellow lab named Clyde. We had 2 labs. We had a black lab named Bonnie and Clyde. Bonnie died about a year ago, February last year, suddenly at the age of 7. Just something happened to her and she fucking dropped. Come up anytime. I appreciate that. Houston had 4 inches as well. So did my wife, but you don't see me online bragging about it, do you? But I'm bumped. Sorry. I don't even know. Yeah, so we had Bonnie and Clyde, and then we have the 5 cats. When am I going back to Jamaica? We are slated to go back about a year from now, but I don't know if we're going to push that back and try to get some other type of vacation in before we go back to Jamaica because that's an expensive vacation. And I think that maybe Renee and I would like to squeeze a cruise in. I think. Renee's going to be going to Vegas in the fall with her mom and our daughters. And there's a possibility that there could be a trip coming up in the next couple of months to Florida for something extracurricular with my son. But we'll see how that goes. Probably. So we might push Jamaica back and see if we can't squeeze a cruise in there. Come to Western Canada. We have the Rockies out here. Good hiking, hunting, and fishing. Have I gotten a haircut? I don't know, like a week or so ago, a week or two ago, maybe. Thank you, by the way. Renee and I went to the Bahamas as well. That was our very first cruise. We went to Jamaica a couple of times to Sandals, land based vacation. Loved it. And then we took a cruise, a 3 day cruise to the Bahamas, just to kind of dip our toe into the cruising waters, so to speak. And we liked it. And so then we did another cruise out of New Orleans. The Bahamas was 3 days out of Miami, and then we did a 7 day cruise out of New Orleans that had a couple of stops in Mexico, one in Honduras and one in Belize. And then, of course, we went back to Jamaica again and stayed at the Sandals. And I don't know. I think that there's some more cruising that we'd like to do as well as going back to Jamaica. But your chat goes fast. A lot of people have a lot of things to say, and so you can't very well keep up with all of it. So what happened? I froze. I don't know. It looks like it's fine on my end. Cruising Carnival? No, actually, the first time we cruised was Royal Caribbean. The second time we cruised was Norwegian. We liked Royal Caribbean's boat more. Ship. We liked their ship more. Norwegian. We liked their packages more because Norwegian has something called free at sea that makes it as close to an all inclusive as we've seen on the cruise ships. There might be an MSC cruise or a Virgin cruise in our future, but if we were to go back and cruise again, I think that we would look at the. I think that we would probably look at Norwegian first, followed by Royal Caribbean. You're terrified for teachers. My wife and I were just discussing this. Renee and I were just discussing this today. Lily is wrapping up her sophomore year, so she'll graduate spring of 27, and she's going to school to be a teacher. She wants to be a school teacher in the Chicago public school system. So she's going to graduate and try to get into a job, try to get into a career as an educator 3 years into and with 1 year left to go of this Trump administration and his dismantling of the education system in the United States of America. So that's frightening. She may be staying with us for a while post college. Do you prefer black cats or tabbies? I actually prefer the orange, my orange tabby. But we have a little starter kit. We have a black and white long hair. We have a black cat. We have a gray tabby. We have an orange tabby, and we have a calico. What inspired Lily to change her mind? People she met at college who told her that she explains things so well and that she breaks things down so well that she should be a teacher. Oh, they're going after everything with education. Linda McMahon, the education secretary, has just, I think, today released what I think is called the final plan for the Department of Education. Tom, answer who knows question. It's a good question. Answer who knows question. It's a good question. Answer. Yeah, I've been asking. Hopefully, Tom will give his opinion. Hang on a second. What the fuck? I'm going way back here. Tom, serious question. What do you think will happen? All these people who support Trump after Trump leaves in 4 years. There's going to be a lot of hate for Trump supporters. I don't think that they're ever going to find anybody that they're all going to be able to coalesce behind the way that they've coalesced behind Trump. I think that there's going to be a lot of anger and frustration because I don't think that they're going to be very happy with the end result. But I don't think that they're going to be able to bring themselves to say that they hated what Trump did. And I think what's going to happen is that over time, it's going to have what I call the Dukes of Hazzard effect. The Dukes of Hazzard, when they were on TV at the height of their popularity, they were on top of the fucking TV heap. But because it was such a campy show, because it was such a cheesy show, you couldn't find anybody that watched them. Everybody you talked to, did you watch Dukes of Hazzard? No, fuck no, because nobody wanted to be embarrassed to say that they watched the Dukes of Hazzard at the time, right? Same thing that's going to happen with the Trump supporters. 5, 6 years after he's out of office, were you a Trump supporter? No, no, not me. Even though they had fucking Trump gear, you know what I mean? Even though that was people are going to be scrubbing their social medias in a few years, and then there's going to be the true cultists that are never going to let it go. Right? They are always going to hold on. The true cultists that are going to hold on to the Trumpism years after he's out of office are the same ones that if he were to drop dead tomorrow of a heart attack and the whole world would look at that and go, yeah, that tracks. They would be the ones that would say that he faked his death and he's secretly running the entire world from a basement in Mar-a-Lago. And there'd be like photographs of him golfing on different golf courses and shit like that, but they're always going to be blurry and from far away. It's going to be like some weird fucked up political Bigfoot footage or some shit like that. You watched the Dukes of Hazzard for Daisy. I don't think you were alone. Keep the screenshots. Amen. Thank you for your work. I think you're welcome. Never in a million years thought I'd be doing it. Is MAGA different from Trumpism? MAGA is Trumpism. I say this as a non-American looking in from the outside of America, and from what I can see, these things that Trump and his maggots are spouting are going to have worldwide ripples. They already are. They already are. Yes, Casey Anthony is trying to make a comeback, and she'll make at some point in time she will monetize her presence on social media, and she will make money off of it. You do great work. I appreciate it. I'm trying. It's like I said, it's how we're paying the bills right now. So, a fucking men, you guys keep watching the content I put on YouTube. Make sure you share it, please, with friends and family. Like, get people you know to subscribe to the channel. Let's help grow the channel to the point where my TikTok channel is. If you guys don't know me from TikTok, I have 1.5 million followers on TikTok. I would love to try to mirror that here on YouTube. She is monetized already, 60,000 followers in 2 days. Yeah, see, she's going to make money off of her presence. Absolutely. What is the right's obsession with Hollywood every time they get slightly political? The right doesn't want anybody speaking out of turn. You cannot question the plan. You cannot question the agenda. You cannot question the doctrine. You cannot question the dear leader. You followed me here from TikTok. Thank you very much. 1.5 million, piece of cake, says Tim Sands. All right, let's see it happen. I found you on YouTube and been watching ever since. You and Tizzy Ent. Yeah, I get mistaken for Tizzy quite a bit. You don't do TikTok? Totally understand. You follow on all my platforms? Yes, I am. I'm on my two big platforms. Obviously, are TikTok and YouTube. I am also on Instagram, Facebook, Threads, Bluesky, Clapper, Twitter, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Substack, Truth Social, the Pony Express, Your Sister's Ass. Sorry, that was a nod to Vic DiBattista there at the end. How did you first get into activism? I don't think I'm into activism. I'm not an activist. Have you ever gotten COVID? Yes, coming back from a cruise. 1.5 million on TikTok. You got to get a lot of unhappy people mad at you all the time. The trolls are insane. Have you ever had a root canal? No. I'm only on Facebook because of a group of people with Graves' disease. I'm on Facebook because it was kind of like the original, obviously, MySpace was the original, but it's the original big social media platform. All your family is still on Facebook, and there's still some value to Facebook. You can still spread information quickly through Facebook. I don't know. I don't see Trump backing down on the tariffs. I'd be surprised if he did. I'd like to see him back down on the tariffs. I'd like to see our economy not fucking crater, but he's not a back down kind of guy. You are my favorite on YouTube, the informative every minute. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I stopped watching TikTok once they thanked the mangled Mussolini for. I totally understand. Pixar, Disney, DreamWorks, or Illumination. Damn good question. I mean, they all have great fucking movies. DreamWorks is the Shrek series, right? Disney's fucking Disney. Pixar is. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that. Hi Tom, do you think Putin had something on Trump? Does Dolly Parton sleep on her back? Fuck yeah, Putin has so much on Trump. There's absolutely no other reason for Donald Trump to listen. Think about it. Vladimir Putin is person, the only person whose ass Trump kisses. Trump only kisses one person's ass, and that's Putin. And there's a fucking reason for that. Yes, Dolly Parton lost her husband. That is correct. Putin doesn't just support / control Trump. He practically didn't have a choice but to run again. You say you're not an activist, but I think you are. I'm somebody that gives his opinion on political and social subjects. I don't give you the news, I give you my opinion. I correct people who I believe are spreading misinformation, and I tell you where I think things are. If that makes me an activist, then I'm an activist. I don't see myself as an activist. I see myself as somebody who gives an opinion on a wide range of subjects, not just political news, but social issues. We're going to be on for just a few more minutes, but also social views. And I talk about cannabis, and I talk about Chicago, and I talk about Gen X culture and music, and food and travel and all kinds of shit. But if you view me as an activist, then you know what I mean. Thank you, Hellfire Zombie. I appreciate that. The U.S. Commerce Secretary has now said on Fox that perhaps something will be changed on the tariffs. Interesting. Interesting. If you could vote for anyone for president, who would you think would be the best and who would be the first choice of the other side? Right now, I have no idea. We just went through a presidential election. I'm not even thinking about 2028. I don't know of anybody that is the perfect candidate at the current point in time. I would like to take a break from thinking about who should run for president for a moment, kind of deal with what we're seeing coming out of the current administration on a day to day, week to week, soon to be month to month basis, and start focusing on here in a little bit on the midterms. Right now, we have three elections to win in the very near future. There are three, if you're not aware. There are three special elections that are being held in the House of Representatives for three spots that Trump vacated when he pulled people out for his administration. And if the Democrats can win those three seats, two in Florida, one in New York, if the Democrats can win those three special elections, we gain control of the House. Which means if in the next, I think it's within the next 2 months that those special elections are held, if the Democrats can win those special elections, then Johnson's no longer Speaker of the House. Hakeem Jeffries is. Trump's financial, economic, political agenda does not get passed. So that's what we need to be talking about right there. We need to be talking about winning those three special elections. We need to be talking about making sure that we flip those seats so that just a couple of months into this new administration, we flip the control of the House over and we can stop a significant portion of the damage that he's about to do. Otherwise, they win the seats, and we still fight over the course of the next 2 years, but it's going to be a lot harder. Oh, my wife and I argue too. But I think my wife and I have just reached a point, and this is what we'll kind of wrap up on here. My wife and I have reached a point where we've been together for 27 going on 28 years. This May, we will have been together for 28 years. We will have been living together this May for 27 years, and we will have been married this May for 26 years. And at that point in time, you've had some arguments. You know what I mean? You've gone through some fucking wicked arguments. And you're not argued out, but you're kind of argued out, and it's more fun time than it is argue time, I think. And it's you start looking at your scenario and you go, wow, we got maybe 20, 30 years left in front of us. Kids are mostly grown. We've got one that's 13 that still has some growing to do, but it's time we start enjoying shit a little bit more, take a little bit more trips, laugh a little bit more. She, now that she's not working and is able to spend some time with her mom, she's also starting to do more things in the kitchen that she wanted to do, like different meals that I don't like to eat, but I'm like, fucking make them. Make them, and if you like it, you and your mom can have it. I'll try a little bit of it, and if I don't like it, I'll get something else to eat. Just we're entering into a new period in our life where I'd like to think that the arguing is behind us. It doesn't mean that we're not going to fucking have a couple of fucking humdingers, you know what I mean? Thrown out for yelling back at Trump? Real quickly, Lori Dex, what does that mean? Thrown out for yelling back at Trump? My husband is watching, not me, obviously. Oh, okay. All right. That being said, do me a favor. Put it in your calendar. Next Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We're gonna come on. We're gonna go over some of the week's news, and we're gonna have our little communal time together. Make sure you got your weed. Make sure you have a partner. You know what I mean? Buddy up, if you will. And we will talk to you guys next Tuesday. Shalom.